Hey, what's up guys, it's Cher, and I have a little bit of explaining to do because not only have I not been on my channel for a little bit since Shadowhunters is off, but you might have noticed I also kind of changed my name. So I just kind of wanted to explain a couple things, do like a get ready with me, even though I'm not really going anywhere. I just wanted to film something and talk to you guys about what I'm doing with this channel and where it's going next. So let's hang out, let's talk beauty, let's talk makeup. I went to Sephora twice, 2 different days, and picked up some things. So one of the things I got that I'm really excited about is Rihanna's Fenty Beauty. I got color matched there, so I'm in the shade 430, so that'll be exciting to use it for the first time with like a whole face. And then I also got like little things, like I got like a new pencil and I got like a sharpener and things like that. So we're going to be using the Yes Please palette and Fenty Beauty foundation and highlighter. So let's talk and let's go, I guess. Now I just recently got my eyebrows done, like yesterday. Yeah, I got them done yesterday so I don't look like a donut. My girlfriend gets really mad at me because I always tell her I look like a donut, and I always say that when it comes to beauty, if my eyebrows and my hair isn't done, I look a mess. And that's nothing but the truth. I look terrible without my eyebrows done, because the thing is, it's like my eyebrows grow really weird. So some of them grow up, some grow down, some of them curl. Like, it's a whole thing. And honestly, I'm just not pretty if my eyebrows aren't done. So let's just be honest here. So I had to get a new spoolie brush because I literally, like, I lost mine. So this one is Anastasia Beverly Hills 7B. And this has also an angled brush so I can fill them in because I have really thin eyebrows. So, like, if you go back and you look at my videos, if my eyebrows look like caterpillars, it's because I hadn't got them done recently and I just fill them into the max when they're not done, because I feel like it makes me look not necessarily better, but like more like in control. I'm really just hoping and praying, because I have a really old camera. I have a camera from like 2010. So like I can't see myself while I'm recording, so I'm just hoping that I am not cutting my own face out of this video. Because I did that in one of my Shadowhunters reviews, and I was so embarrassed, but I didn't feel like refilming it, so I just went ahead and posted it. Sorry if you watched that movie, if you watched that one, because it wasn't great. So I'm using ColourPop in black and brown, and it's like their brow color. So that's what I'm using for my eyebrows, because I have a mix of like high-end and low-end products, and ColourPop is on the cheaper side, and I really like ColourPop. I like their formula. So I have an expensive brush and not so expensive eyebrow color. Doing my eyebrows gives me such bad anxiety because I feel like if I mess up my eyebrows, I'm just gonna look terrible. Like, I might as well just wipe my entire face off, which is why I always start with my eyebrows, because I used to do my eyebrows last, and I just realized that was like a bad idea, and that I should start with them. The thing is, since my eyebrows are done, it's not as hard to do them, because they already have like an arch and stuff, so I don't have to really create something. I have to just follow what's already there. When my eyebrows aren't done, though, I kind of have to create something because they get so unruly and they just don't have an arch anymore. To be honest, my eyebrows grow kind of straight, so I have to like fake an arch. This is a good pencil. I've never used this pencil before since I just got it. I had a ColourPop one before this, but I lost it. I will be literally furious at myself if I lose this brush, because it was $18. $18 for this. Like, are you kidding? It's so expensive. Like, for what? But I guess they say pain is beauty. And it was pain to give up $18 for a brush, bro. Let me tell you. And you see how I kind of kept it as natural to the brow that I actually have? I didn't do anything extra. I kind of just followed the lines I was already given. I just fill them in, make them look a little bit darker, a little more intense. And then I can kind of go on about my day. And my brows are one less thing to worry about. So one of the main reasons I'm making this video is because of the fact that I'm changing my YouTube name. It's really easy to find my videos if you type in Sher Nick. But like for this next season, it might be a little bit harder to find me if you're not subscribed to my channel, because it's gone from Sher Nick to Sher Tamble. Now the reason it was Sher Nick in the first place is because my name is Sheridan Nicole. And I thought it would be so cool, because I started this channel in 2015, so I was like just out of high school. I thought it would be really cool to just use like the first syllables of both of my names, like my first and my middle name. So I just thought it would be so cool if I just did Sher Nick. But now I'm older and I'm kind of at the point where I'm like, wow, that's really cringeworthy and I shouldn't have done that. So I'm changing it, and it's Sher Tamble now. Because no one really calls me Sher Nick anyway. No one's like, hey, Sher Nick. Like, that's not what I'm called. So I'd rather just go by Sher and kind of leave it at that. And then I also changed all of my ats on social media. So like if you're looking for me at Zaymani, you can't really find me on anywhere except Twitter, because I changed my Tumblr, I changed my, what's the other one called? My Instagram, I changed all that stuff. So you can't really find me by Sher Nick anymore or by Zaymani. So I felt like I needed to like announce it. Doing my eyebrows stresses me out. I think I said that already, but it really stresses me out. Like it gives me actual like real life anxiety. And the thing is, I am a person, like, I remember one time someone said that I shouldn't use words like anxiety or depression. And I just deleted the comment because, like, I didn't like it. Because the thing is I am a person living with anxiety and depression. So, like, when people are, like, trying to tell me what I can and can't say as a person living with anxiety and depression, I was like, you don't know me. Like, and you don't know anything about, like, what I struggle with. So, like, you can't tell me what I can and can't say, especially on like my social media and like my platform. And I just felt like hella insulted, and I was just like, well, thanks for watching, thanks for clicking, don't tell me what to do. That was just it. Alright, so my eyebrows are filled in. Now I do use concealer to like sharpen it and make it look even better than what it does right now. If I wanted to do a natural look, like a super natural look, I'd stop right here. But I'm not gonna do that, so, you know, let's just keep it moving. Eyebrows. Oh, I know, so good. I'm so talented. I love how everyone tries to contact me as soon as I start making a video. Like, I feel like this always happens. Like, you don't know how many times I've had to refilm some of my videos because my mom started yelling at me or like yelling for me to come do something for her. So for concealer, I'm going to be using Clinique Airbrush Concealer in the shade, I actually don't know what shade this is. Oh no, I don't know what shade this is. But this is the one I'm using, and it's this warm like caramel color. And it's just going to be like a little highlight for like my brows. I try not to use a lot, because when you use a lot, it doesn't blend well. And that might just because I'm new at doing makeup, or it's because I'm just really heavy-handed when it comes to makeup. And I feel like everyone has like a good brow. Like, everyone has like that one eyebrow that they're just really fond of. Like, this is my problem eyebrow over here. This is my good eyebrow. So like, oh God, this one and I have so many problems. Wow, I actually got concealer on my actual eyebrow hair. That's awesome. And then I also kind of bring it down onto like my eyelid, because like it makes it easier to blend on the bottom. So you can just kind of like tap it in, or you could blend it in with a brush. And the thing is, it's like I've always wanted to do videos like this. I've always wanted to do makeup videos because I love makeup. And I watch so many YouTubers that do makeup. So like Jackie Aina, Olivia Gold, we've got Brianna White, we've got Callie Kaiser. Like, I'll watch anyone who's like close in age with me and like has like the same type of style. Like, I don't discriminate against like anybody. Like, literally I could watch a goth girl do goth makeup and subscribe to her channel and love it. even if it's something that I will never recreate in my life. So I'd be so inspired by so many different people. It's like I really want to like be able to recreate that kind of stuff. And doing these kind of videos has always been something that excited me. And I just kind of figure I've had this channel for 2 years. Like, it's time. It's time. Then I'm going to use a Kylie Cosmetics brush, a Kylie Cosmetics flat brush to just blend out my concealer. Man, I feel like society really makes you feel like your eyebrows are important. Because I remember at one point in time, lip gloss was the most important thing to make up. Or at least back in my day, when I was in like middle school, like if you weren't wearing some type of shiny lip, like you were not important, like you weren't cool, and nobody really like paid attention to you. And the thing is, I wasn't allowed to wear makeup, so I would put on a whole bunch of like chapstick and just hope that it made my lips look good. But the thing is, it's like I was bullied in school anyway, so I don't know why I like tried to make it work. Like, I really thought I was gonna be a part of like the popular crowd if I just got some makeup and got some chapstick to make my lips look glossy. Like, what? And then like I finally got like lip smackers. Do you remember lip smackers, man? What a time to be alive, lip smackers. See, and my eyebrows still aren't perfect. Like, I feel like I'm never going to be perfect at my eyebrows. Or at least, if I am going to be perfect, it is going to take some time. This one actually looks really good. This one looks alright. So, here we are so far. How we doing? Now, I don't know if anyone remembers this, but when I first started this channel, I had one really consistent subscriber. His name was AJ Universe, because when I started this channel, I did personal videos and I did only like Steven Universe. That was it. Me and Steven Universe were so good. We were so tight with one another. Like, I love that show. I still love that show. I have it on DVD and everything. But it doesn't come on consistently. Like, so I couldn't continue making videos for that. But AJ Universe would comment on all of my videos, and I really felt like I was going somewhere. But fun fact about the beginning of like my YouTube career, I used this terrible British accent. I don't know if anyone remembers this, but I would go in and out from like my voice and my like normal accent to like a British accent. And like I went back and I watched some of my videos, and it's so embarrassing. And like my girlfriend was trying to watch some of my old videos, and I was like, no, don't do that. Don't do that. It's gonna ruin how you view me, like, as a person, because I'm gonna be like, why does this girl have a fake British accent? It's totally cringe. Okay, so it says shake well, which is why I was shaking it, and this is the shade 430, and I'm so excited to try this. Like, obviously, I tried it when I bought it, because, like, I wanted to make sure I got the right shade. So, I just hope this works as well as it did the day before. Now, my girlfriend is really nice, and she bought me Morphe's Gold set for brushes, and, like, I literally, like, almost cried when I got them in the mail, because I really wasn't expecting to get it, but it's something I've always had my eye on. So, when I actually got it, I, like, lost my mind. Now, one thing about this foundation is that it dries very quickly, and it oxidizes to your skin tone. So even if you get one that's like a little bit off and isn't like your exact shade, it oxidizes, and then it kind of matches better. But it dries really fast, so you have to kind of like be ready to pack it on. And you don't even need to pack it because it's such a weightless foundation, and if you have like decent skin, like you don't really need foundation in the first place unless you have like a lot of discoloration. And I don't really have discoloration, so I don't use a lot of foundation. So like with also how big her foundation is, like this is it for me. Like I'll be using the same foundation for 2 years. But like, can you just see the difference? Like from this cheek to this cheek, do you see that? Like how nice that looks? And I feel like this is, I think this is a warm shade too. 430 is a warm shade. So it adds like a little bit of like glow to my skin. And I don't use like a face primer or anything, because all of the face primers that I've used have literally made my skin break out. So like I just don't use them at all. And like I know hers came with a primer, but like I didn't even try it, because all of the face primers that I've used so far have either made me break out or just dry out my skin so bad that like my skin starts to peel. And I didn't want to even risk it. I didn't want to find a product in Rihanna's line that I just wasn't gonna like. And I didn't want to have to say anything bad about her products. But this foundation, amazing. Putting a little bit on my nose. And a little bit where I also put the concealer, because I never want to have on too much concealer. Because you can always see if you didn't blend out your concealer over your eyebrows enough. Like you can always tell like when there's like a light line above like your eyebrows. That is so embarrassing. And if someone ever like commented on one of my photos and was like, you didn't blend your stuff out enough, I would literally commit suicide. Now I want to do a really fun, colorful look today. So I'm going to use the Yes Please palette, which comes with like a lot of reds, a lot of yellows, lots of oranges. So it's going to be like a really fun look, because like I like the fun stuff. Like those are mostly the colors I use anyway, like pinks, oranges, reds, stuff like that. It's funny because when I put on this foundation, I always feel like every foundation I use is either way too brown or like way too orange. But the way this just ends up matching my skin, like it matches like my neck and my chest, like it's crazy. Alright, now I'm done with my face. And I kind of drag it along my neck just a little bit, like I don't do it too much. Because like, I always forget, like if I have like foundation or something on my neck, I always end up forgetting to like take it off. So then I'm like, why is there like foundation on my pillow? It's because you didn't take it off your neck, Sheridan. Why did you put it on your neck in the first place? And the thing is, I probably would have gotten more of Rihanna's products, like her contour stick, but her stuff is also very expensive, and I am a girl on a budget. So, alright, I am done with foundation. See how pretty that is? What? I love it. I don't even know if the brush I was using was a foundation brush. I pretty much learn everything like as I go, or if I see like another human using the same like products as me, then I'll be like, okay, so that's how they use this brush, or that's how they use that brush. Like I've never been one to like Google what type of brush is this. So this is ColourPop's Yes Please palette. It took me so long to get this because like it just kept going out of stock and like it wasn't on sale for so long. But I finally got my hands on it. My girlfriend got it for me because she is amazing. Oh, I love it so much. I haven't actually used it though. Like I've swatched it and I posted it on Snapchat. You can add me on Snapchat at Sour Cher because I made that when I was 12. And I love it. Like I love this palette. Like just gorgeous. Oh, I die. So I want to do something kind of warm and like goldy and really pretty. So I think I'm going to use the shades, let's see, Note to Self, Mischief, and GNO. GNO Girls Night Out. Do you remember old Miley Cyrus when it was like introducing Miley Cyrus? 'Cause it's a girls' night, it's alright without you. I'm gonna stay out and play out without you. You better hold tight, it's girls' nights without you. Okay, anyway, this is not a singing video, I promise. So I'm going to start with probably the lightest shade. So I'm going to use a yellow shade. And the yellow shade is called French Kiss. I'm going to use the shade French Kiss. And I'm going to put it right into my crease so it'll start the colors. And you always want to start with your crease, I've learned. And you always want to put like lighter colors in your crease, or like a smoky color in your crease. You never want to put like a dark black in your crease because it's so hard to blend it out after a while, especially when you use such a dark color in the beginning. Oh, this is really pigmented. Okay, that color actually translates really well. Sometimes with certain colors, like it can end up looking really ashy, or like ugly, or like not as pretty as in the pan. But this is actually not bad. Like, I'm always worried with like certain colors that it's like not gonna turn out right. Like, it literally gives me the utmost anxiety. Now, one thing I've noticed is that a lot of people will do the same thing on both eyelids and then they'll move on to the next step. I don't do that. I will finish an entire eye first and then go on to the next eye. And I don't know if that's smart or if that's dumb, but that's just how I do it. And that's probably how I'm gonna do it for the rest of my days. Oh, I love yellow. Such a pretty color. Sometimes yellow kind of makes me feel like a little insecure because my skin is so dark. I'm always scared of like how it's gonna look, but I'm learning to like embrace my dark skin. And I don't even have like the darkest skin in the world, but like society can really make you feel like shit sometimes because you don't look like the girls in TV shows. Like, I watch Shadowhunters, right? If you're new here. And like, I love that they finally added a black girl to the cast, but she's so light skinned. Honestly, like, I don't know like her parents or anything, but she could be mixed and not like 100% black, and that kind of makes me sad because like you never see like dark skinned black girls or black girls like my skin tone besides like China and McClain. Like, those are like the only black girls you see on like Disney and like Freeform and stuff like that. Like, it's so rare you see one that's like your shade. And that's just really disappointing to me. And like, I would love to be able to break into television and like just to break that stigma. Like, can you imagine being so good that suddenly people stop paying attention to like only light skinned black women and kind of put the focus on like brown skinned women, like without having to be like Beyonce, you know?